pristine, you're going to realize that your belly button has just popped off your belly and is rolling around on the stage. And you're going to need to find it because if you don't, your intestines will fall out. Don't worry, I have a spare. If you don't find it, I'll give you one and you'll stick that on and go back. But every time I say pop off, your belly button comes, you're going to have to find it. When I count from 1 to 5, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. And, these are your flip-flops, aren't they? Your name, sir? Ian? It's a nice name. Put your feet in front of me. Ian, sleep. Ian, listen carefully, listen closely, because from this moment forward, no matter where you are, no matter where I am, every single time that I ask you your name, your old name, Ian, will be gone. It's vanished like a fading cloud. You'll have no recollection whatsoever of your old name. But Ian, you will have a new name. And every time I ask you your name, you're going to say proudly that your name is Little Mary Sunshine. And you are ferociously proud of that name because it was your father's name, and his father's name before that has been your family for generations. And although nobody on stage will laugh, if for any reason somebody in the audience were to laugh at your name, well, I think you can understand just how ticked off you are likely to get because you are proud of the name Little Mary Sunshine. When I count from 1 to 5, welcome back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. And, oh, I love those shoes. Those are so cool. Thanks. Sleep. Listen carefully and listen closely. This girl I just put under. From this moment forward, every single time that you hear me, and only me, say the word working out, every time that I, and only I say the word working out, you're going to turn to one of the men, either to your right or your left, I don't know who you got next to you, but you're going to turn to a man near you, and you're going to shout at him for no reason that you can possibly think of these words. Hey, great butt. You'll forget you've done it, go on about your business, but every time I say working out, you're going to turn to one of these guys and shout, hey, great butt. This will go on and on until I have you sleep. When I count from 1 to 5, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. And your name was? Kevin, good. And the gentleman in the black t-shirt, what was your name? Austin? Sleep. Austin, you are number 1. Kevin, sleep. Kevin, you are number 2. Austin, number 1. Listen carefully and listen closely. Austin, no matter where you are, no matter where I am. Austin, every single time that you hear me,
oh my God,
and only me, say the word Titanic. Austin, every time that I, and only I, say the word Titanic. You will realize that you are now Jack from the movie Titanic.
oh good.
Kevin, listen carefully, listen closely. No matter where you are, no matter where I am, whenever you hear me and only me say the word Titanic, you will suddenly become aware that you are Rose from the movie Titanic.
Oh good.
Jack, you will stand up and face toward Rose. Rose, you will stand up and face toward Jack. You will realize that you have been separated from across the decades, and you will start to run toward each other in romantic, slow motion.
Oh good.
Jack, you will shout, come to me, Rose. Rose, you will shout, come to me, Jack. You will meet in the middle. You will embrace. The instant you make the slightest bit of physical contact, the moment you touch in even the slightest way, you will realize who you really are, what you are doing, and have absolutely no idea why you are doing it. You will not be angry. You will not be upset. You might be a little wigged out, but you're going about your business. You go back to your chairs. Nevertheless, every time I say Titanic, you will stand up and play that scene out one more time. When I count from 1 to 5, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. Now, this is the part of the show where I get to tell you guys a little bit about me. My name is Christopher Carter. I do a little shy of 200 shows in an average year, so I do this a lot. I have other interests. This is not the only thing I do. I have hobbies. I have special interests. Film, cinema, that is my biggest single hobby. My biggest single hobby is film, and it's guaranteed that if I were not here right now, I would just be, at the movies having an incredible time. Now, I got to admit, I developed a lot of bad habits. I would spend way too much time just at the movies, So I gained a lot of weight. Now, here's how I gained the weight. I would hit the snacks, and the thing I would go for is the great big soda, that 50-ounce soda. Okay, backtrack. I don't know what you guys call it here where I grew up, we don't call it soda, we called it pop. So that's what I would have, is just this big tub. I'm sorry, can I help you? Is there
Belly button.
Did it come off? God, it did. Here, take mine. Good. So I'm actually kind of curious about this. Just by show of hands, how many of you call it soda? All right. How many say pop? I love pop. That's what I call. Oh, it's under the tape. Under the tape. There you got it. There you go. So I'm proud to say that I began a new exercise program, and I have been working out now. Good for you, man. Well done. Anyway, to recap, I would spend a lot of time at the movies, just a ton.
Gotta say, Bubba.
I gained a lot of weight. Too much pop. That was my problem. Way too much pop. Oh my God. There it is. Yeah, the blue one right there. Yeah. There you got it. Lick it. Make sure it's on good.
Oh my God.
So I began working out. I've been working out. Oh, that is good for you, man. Good for you. But I wanted to tell you about my all-time favorite film. Also wanted to get to know some of you guys a little bit better, too. I know you told me your name, but there's, 18 people. I don't know everybody's name. You are? And?
Christine.
John?
Let me tell you, I didn't know Mary Sunshine.
They could be cruel. They could be cruel. I'm sorry, what was that name?
Mary Sunshine?
How did you get that name?
It was passed down to me from my father and his father.
It was way back. Cool, well, excellent. This is a good name. I like it. I got to tell you about my all-time favorite film. And I'm kind of excited by this because this year was the 10th anniversary of it. And so they put it out in 3D. I don't know how many of you saw this movie. I'm a little embarrassed because, it's a kind of a chick flick, but I loved it. Titanic. To me, that was a stirring, romantic, epic, one that just...
Oh my God.
So anyway, to briefly recap, spent way too much time just at the movies.
Stay, Bubba.
But I love Titanic. To me, my volunteers sit up straight, feet on the floor, put your eyes and attention on the tip of my finger. From this, oh wait, I do want to check something out. What was your name, sir? John, look up and down the road. Do you know something unusual about a lot of these people? No. You notice a lot of them aren't wearing shoes. Have you noticed that? See, you're wearing shoes, but they're not. Why is that, John?
I don't know.
I heard that somebody was going up and down the row stealing people's shoes. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I saw him, but it wasn't me.
You would never, ever steal
Oh my
somebody's
God.
shoes.
I ain't a thief, nah.
I noticed you gained quite a little bit of weight while you've been up here. What's the deal?
Lowe's.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was the best answer I've ever gotten on my question. So you would never steal shoes? Say again?
My daddy raised me better.
So sleep. Listen carefully, sir. Listen closely. Because as I count from 1 to 5, you're going to sit up straight, eyes open, and you're going to realize that you have gained quite a little bit of weight. 5 or 600 pounds would be my rough guess.
Oh man.
And when you sit up straight, you're going to realize that you are no longer your old self. You have changed. You have transformed. You are now the world champion sumo wrestler. You come from some South Pacific island. You'll know the name of your island. And most importantly, you will speak only the language that is spoken on your island, which will make no sense to anybody else, but will make perfect sense to you. And you'll understand me and one other person on this stage. Sit up comfortably. Sleep. Because this girl I'm touching here, listen carefully and listen closely when I count from 1 to 5. You're going to be sitting up straight and you're going to realize that you are bilingual. You speak both English and whatever language is spoken on our Sumo Masters South Pacific Island. You speak it fluently, so if we need an interpreter, you will be there. You can translate his answers into English, translate our questions into his native language. Neither of you, by the way, is shy about speaking. Both of you love to talk.